Hello everybody. So those of you who've just been doing the frantic 10 minutes, are you still hot? I'm sweating. So welcome everybody, and we're going to go and get into our Pilates for all now. So this is our 35-minute class. Slightly different vibe. I thought I should have changed my outfit or something to sort of change my mind. So we are going to go to our Pilates. It's all going to be mat based, so you can see I've got my mat there. Those of you who want to work a little bit harder, by all means have your hand weights. So if you want to use your hand weights, then please do. This is more like it, Debbie. Hang on, my volume's a bit low on my microphone. Let me just turn it up a little bit. That's otherwise I'm shouting. Right, so welcome everybody. I'm getting my drink. So this 35-minute class has got 5 minutes relaxation at the end, which I'm already looking forward to. And we're going to do a variety of different stuff for everybody. So I'm going to be generally offering the slightly lower options. If you know the higher options to a move, good morning Kathy and Diane, everybody, then by all means put the higher level in. That's absolutely fine. Always pay attention to how you are feeling, how the aches and pains are today, and just work with them, not against them. Right, we're going to get going. So we're going to start off on our tummies. Don't usually do that, do we? So down onto our tummies, all the way down. Good, okay. So we're going to do a little work for the back of the body first of all. Starting off with your head relaxing on your hands. Shoulders are nice and comfortable. And all I want you to do, guys, to begin with, is just suck up your stomach muscles, draw up your pelvic floor, and feel that real tightness in your core, and then release. And again, so lift up. Now I've got cramp coming in my foot. So if you're prone to cramp, I seem to always get it after I've done the aerobics thing. Get a cushion, put your feet on the cushion, and it just might help. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so we've done that tummy pull-up. Now all I'm going to ask you to do is lift one leg, then pop it down, then lift the other leg, and pop it down. So you see I'm not lifting my leg high, that's not the plan. I've got my head lifted, guys, just so I can speak, otherwise my microphone gets lost. So lift, lower. And I'm lifting an extended leg. So I don't want a floppy bent leg. I want a lovely long extended, right through to those toes. I'm getting rid of my cushion now, it's getting on my nose. Okay, let's go again. So now we're going to do the same thing, but lift one, lift the other, and then lift both. Tummies on. Do that move twice. Yes. Let's go again. So you lift one. Lift the other one. Lift both. Good. Now as you're doing this, you should still be working those stomach muscles. So pull the tummy in, release. Tummy in, release. So when you do that effort move, that's when you really suck your belly in. Let's go again. Lift, down. Lift, down both legs. Good. One more time. Lovely. Okay. So if you need a rest, go back into child's pose. If you're okay, we're going to do the upper body now. Get my weights out of the way. So glasses away as well. Forehead on the floor. Hands either side of your head. So you still got really bent elbows. Keeping my body flat, I'm going to lift one arm, lift the other arm. So I'm keeping, as much as possible, the rest of my body still. As I lift that arm, oh, good work through the back and shoulders. And because I know you're being good, and you're pulling in your tummy, you're working that area too. Okay, let's go for both arms at the same time. Here we go, both arms. And down. Have a little rest. So now we're going to do the same sequence we did on the legs. One arm, other arm, both arms twice. Are you raring to go? Head on the floor, tummy muscles engaged, pelvic floor woken up. Breathe in. Okay, let's go. So it's one arm, other arm, both arms at the same time. Now lots of us might have shoulder injuries. If that's the case and one arm barely lifts, that's fine, just lift it a tiny bit. Both arms. And again. Good, we're going to have a little rest now. So push yourselves back, either into child's pose, which is this one, or cat stretch, which is that one. So you choose. I'm going down to child's pose. If you can't get your head to the floor, use your hands, make a little pile, and as you relax, your body will gradually release and let your head go a bit lower. Might not be quick as that, but you will eventually. So let that stretch happen, everybody. Good, well done. We're going to go back down to what we were doing, but we're going to add the arms and legs together now. Don't do this level if you don't want to, just stick with what we just did. So down we go. So this time, opposites. So right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, both arms, both legs, just small. Yes. Same thing again. One arm, one leg, opposite, other opposite, both at the same time twice. I'm struggling with my microphone, guys, it's getting in my way. So your head should really be on the floor. If you want to make it harder, you can lift your head. Let's do both again. Whoa. Just one more time, because this is good old strong back work. Opposite, opposite, both. One more. Oh, well done. Everybody out, we're going to all do a cat stretch. So onto your hands and knees. Hands beneath shoulders, knees beneath hips. Nice flat back. Breath in. Arch up. Oh, arch that back up. And then all the way down. Let's keep going. Right down into cow. Good. Up you come again into cat. Lovely big arching of that back. And then all the way down into cow pose. Well done. Sit back, have a little rest. Stop on my microphone. Well done, everybody. So we're going to take that up to a slightly more complicated version. We're going to be on our hands and our knees. If you don't want to do hands and knees, just stick with what we were doing. Okay. So first of all, legs. So we do one, other one, and again, don't do both at the same time. That would end in tears. So just singles. Breathe. Option for higher, option for lower, just make it a tiny move. Good. Now we're going to do the hands. So legs stay still, tap forward, bring it back. Now for some of us this is wrist uncomfortable, so you might want to use your knuckles. That's it. Try and make sure your hands come right back under your shoulders. I just corrected myself then, looking in the camera. And again. How about getting those arms a little bit higher? Now hopefully you're getting your back really still. So don't let your back move. Breathe. That's it. Good work, everybody. 4 more. 4. 3. 2 more. 1 more. Excellent. Let those wrists have a little shake out because it can get uncomfortable, can't they? Shake them out. We're now going to do a similar thing to what we did in our tummies. We're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg. Focus on your balance by pulling in your tummy. Okay, here we go. Get yourself set up. Confidence. We can all do this. Breathe in. Okay, when you're ready, opposite hand and tap out. And then back in. So we're going quite quickly, which can be easier, can be harder, depends on you. So if you want to go slower, that's absolutely fine. Little tap and back. Now once you think, do you know, I might have it, what I'm going to ask you to do is slow it down. Okay, here we go. So it's slower. And back in. So much slower. Out. Back in. Oh, the sun's trying to get through. And again, out. It was very cold out with the dog this morning. And again, out. Lovely. Okay, this time extend and hold. Out, hold. Now, you could just have your arms like that, which is all right, but I prefer it if you lengthened. So really stretch through, pulling in your tummy as you do it. Good, let's change over. Oh, I'm still hot from that first class, getting hotter as well. But I've tucked my toe under just because I've got some cramp coming. Actually, that's better now. Okay, extend. Good, bring yourselves back. Well done, everyone. Give those wrists a little shake out. Oh, They can get uncomfortable, I know. Sorry about that. We're going to go to our sides now. So down onto your side. While you're doing that, let me say hello to everybody who's here with us. Charlotte, hello Charlotte, how's you? How's Mum? How's everyone else? Felicia, Mary, Veronica, Carol, Karen, oh hi Kaz, Alison. Oh, you missed it this morning, Alison, that's not like you. Were you child caring? Let's look. Oh, morning everyone. Beth Clark, hello Beth, hello Diane. Oh, Brendan, please mention Brendan. It's like the multicoloured swap shop. Please mention my friend. Well, morning, Brendan. Well done for doing the hits as well. Good morning, Kathy. Hello, Leslie. Yes, hello, everyone else. Deb, Kathy, Jim, Deb. Brilliant. Okay. Right, everybody. So, onto our sides. Now, if you want to make it harder, get your hand weights. Put them there in front of you. Lie on your side for me. So I want your head relaxed on your arm. Hip on the top of hip, which just means two things. It means you're not leaning back onto your buttock, and it also means that this top leg isn't doing that. Can you see how my feet are in different positions? But if I push my top leg, they become parallel. So watch that again. So that's relaxed. That's when I push that foot through. And that's what I want you to do. Lift that top leg once you've got it parallel. Pull your tummy muscles in. Okay. With or without weights, your choice. Arm out in front of you. Breathe. Can you lift your hand up slowly? All the way up to it's above your shoulder joint. And then back down to where it was. Brace your abs as it comes down, especially if you're using hand weights. Up you come. Oh, that's tough. So what we're doing here, everybody, this is not an arm exercise. This is about your core. Especially if you're using weights, you'll feel as that arm comes down in front, your body wants to roll forward. So my body wants to do this. Boom. Okay. But I'm not letting it. I'm using my stomach and back muscles and my pelvic floor to keep my body on its side. And it's hard. There, that's tough, isn't it? I become. Good work, everyone. Let's do one more. So very slow, very controlled. And then slowly bring it back up. Well done. Okay, now we're still going to keep the arm up in the air, but this time it's going to come down towards your thigh and then over your head. Watch out for make sure you've got space to your other hand. And then down we go. So the heavier weight you have on this, the harder it's going to be. So if you're already thinking, I don't want to make it harder, just put your weight down, or you don't even need to move your arm. You could just stay still. Because that in itself is a good exercise. Let's do one more. All the way over to that hand. Bottom muscles are beginning to feel it now. Bring your hand back up to where it was, and then pop your weight down. Oh, have a little rest. So you probably felt your bum muscle beginning to get quite tight. What you may not have noticed, but was happening, stomach and back were working really hard there. Well done. Bring your top leg over for me. Head and shoulders relaxed back down. Bottom leg, I've got my foot flexed and it's nice and long and straight, the leg. And I'm going to lift and lower. So it's just going to be lift and lower. So as I do this, your back's in a funny position, isn't it? So pull your tummy in to support it. If you hate that position, what you could do is come up on your elbow, doing it wrong, and that's that leg, and lift that leg. Funny enough. No, that leg. You can lift that leg. Gee, that wasn't working, was it? I'm going back to the way I understand. Bottom leg, lift and lower. That's it. Sometimes you might find it if you're looking in the mirror or something. You're looking at yourself and it's all reversed. You're thinking, which leg is it? Nice and controlled. Two more. One more. Well done. Slowly roll over onto your back. Nice and slowly. All the way over. And let's give our knees a nice big hug into chest. One then the other. Pull them in. Now those of you who joined me for the 2 classes yesterday morning, so we did Wake Up and we did bite-sized Pilates. I'm aching. Are you aching? I'm really aching. I noticed that this morning. I went, goodness me, I'm aching this morning. Around my hips and bottom and thighs. So I think it must have been those lunges. Or maybe the walkouts. Bring those knees in a bit more. Hold it there, everybody. Good. Pop your feet back down. Whichever leg had been on top, I want you to take it up and cross it over the other knee. And you should be able to see, quite clean actually, the bottom of your feet. Then, if possible, hands behind your other thigh and pull that leg in. Let your shoulders relax down. Breath in. Bring that leg in more. Oh, bring it in. Shoulders relax. Bit more. Oh yeah, I can feel that big stretch around my hip this morning. Let's try one more. Good work, everyone. Okay, going to roll onto our other side. So round we go. And we're going to use those weights again. So get hold of one of your weights. That cushion. Lying on my side. Weights there in front of me. So remember what I said about the hip position. Just check for me. Your feet are parallel. That's it. So you've got that parallel position. And then lift your top leg just a little bit. Get hold of your weight. It's out in front. Here we go. Lift up. And then bring it down again. The temptation with this is for that top leg to kind of shift backwards. Let me see if I can show you. So to do that, because what you're doing there is you're giving yourself a counterbalance. I don't want you to do that, guys, okay? I want you to keep that top leg still. Now I'm using 1 kilogram weights. If I wanted to make it challenging, I'd just pick up the other one and put it in one hand. 500 gram weights is kind of about normal, I would say. It's just I haven't got any at home at the moment. You could also use tins of beans, bottles of water. Normally Joan uses her bottles of wine, which are very heavy. So we decided, didn't we, Joan, last night, that you're going to drink them both. And then you've got empty bottles, so that's a good excuse to drink that wine. Nice and controlled. Hope you didn't drink them both last night though, Joan. That wouldn't be good. So here we come. Up again, slow and controlled. Try not to let that top leg move. Good. So do you remember what we did next? This hand went down to our thigh and then overhead to tap our hand. So a strong workout for our core this morning. Get your pelvic floor working, everybody. Don't let it snooze. Strong and controlled. Without rushing. You might have a little clunk in your shoulder. I have on this move. It kind of clunks all there. It's not hurting me, so I'm not worrying about it. If it was hurting me, then I'd either get rid of the weight and just do it gently. If it stayed a problem, I would go and get someone to have a look at it for me. So don't suffer these injuries forever. Get them sorted out, even at the moment. Good, bring that arm down. Oh, okay. So we're going to bring that top leg over. Oh, give your bum a bit of a rub. Bottom leg, remember we did nice flat foot. We're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Tummy muscles pulled in. And we're getting into that inner thigh. Lift and lower. Breathe in. Nice. So I hope you've got lots of control there. You're not letting that back arch too much. Another 4, 3, 2, 1. Super. Gently over onto your back. Nice and gently. And we're going to cross the... oh no, knees in first, wasn't it? That came second. Knees come in. Give them a nice big hug. Oh, I can see a bit of blue sky. That's nice. Bring those knees in. That's it. So we did have a little bit of snow, but not much. And we've kind of got a little covering, haven't we, here in Bedfordshire. I'm sure other parts of the country have got loads more than us. Bring those knees in again. Hold it there. So this is a great back stretch. Back and hips. Back to the thighs and bottom as well. Hold it there. Good. Legs go down. Whichever leg was on top, I'm thinking it must be that one this time. Open it out. And then hands behind your thigh. Grab a hold. Head and shoulders down. Oh, I can feel that. Goodness. Yeah, whatever we did yesterday certainly worked, ladies and gentlemen. Everything's tight. Bring that knee in a bit more. Breathe for me. Tiny bit more if you can. Oh. Great. Feet go down to the floor. We're going to roll onto our sides up to sitting. and we're going to do a little bit of forward stretching. So you can sit on a cushion now if you find it more comfortable, but I'd like you to sit as upright as you possibly can, so none of that, lovely and tall. Legs are straight out in front of you, but my feet are quite relaxed. Breathe in. I want you to tuck your chin and lean forwards. Now you might not get very far, it doesn't matter. I'm not getting very far today at all. So I'm leaning forward, I'm letting my body curve over. And honestly, the big old stretch down the backs of my legs, I can really feel it there. If you're not feeling it, maybe you need to give yourself a bit more help. So just hold on to your calf muscles and give yourself a little ease in. Gently, everybody, though, okay? Gently. Good, keep it there. Well done. Bring yourself back up. Hands behind you. Bring your knees in and lift your bottom off the floor. So let me just show you what that looks like from the side. So I've lifted my bottom off the floor. Don't sort of scrunch and lose your neck. Keep that lovely long neck. I'm looking up towards the bits of blue sky we got out there and these sort of skeletons of the trees. Breathe. Good, down we go. We're going to do that forward fold again. So sitting nice and tall, legs are straight. Breathe in. Tuck your chin. Now I know from classes, for lots of us, this is agony. And that's usually because our hamstrings are just way too tight. So if you're finding this, like little drops of little tears are running off your eyes, then that's because you need to work on your hamstrings. You need to do this more often. And if you think about it, it's not a difficult position. You don't have to go and run out and do it. You can literally get out of bed, sit on the floor, and do this for a couple of minutes. And you will find the benefit, because tight hamstrings can often lead to lower back issues. So it's worth keeping those hamstrings flexible. Back up we come, hands behind, elbows a soft note, bottom off the floor, hold it there. Those who want to add more, how about a leg out? Bring it back. Other leg out. Bring it back. So if some of this, lots of people are doing different things through February to keep ourselves sane. If you're joining me in the Getting My Favourite Jeans campaign, then you might want to try the intermittent fasting that I shared on Facebook yesterday. I think Anne-Marie and Peter, you've done it before, haven't you? There's all different ways of doing it. The 16-8 is something that I do from time to time, which means you don't eat for 16 hours and then you only eat during the 8 hours. Now, it doesn't mean you eat 24 hours worth of food in 8 hours. The idea, let's open our legs a bit this time, is you create a calorie deficit. This time, nice straight back. I want you to lean forward, keeping your chin up, so don't drop that head down. So forward we go. It's an interesting thing to try. Read about it. Michael Mosley of the BBC, he does lots of stuff about it, and he's very good. I would not recommend it for young people. Okay, it's adults only. Lean forward a little bit more. Elbows soften down. And let this stretch happen no matter how much we're not enjoying it. Bring yourselves back up. Last back support. So those who want to add a little bit extra, you've got that leg out. Try lifting your hips up and then taking them down. Same leg again. Lift your hips up and then down. Change over legs. Here we go. Lift up and down. Good. One more. Lift up and down. I did try the 800 calories a day fasting thing, which is a Michael Mosley thing, and it was fine apart from the fact that I became a raving lunatic and wanted to kill everybody. So if you like your food and you need your food, maybe don't do that one. Feet together, lovely and tall. Draw those legs in, into our hips again. Remember, you can be sitting on a cushion for this, which will help a little bit. Can you cross your hands? Slide them down towards your feet. So we're leaning down, letting our knees open out wide. Exhale. Good work. Breathe in. Exhale. So if you do decide to have a go at intermittent fasting, I think it works very well when you pair it with using the FitnessPal app, MyFitnessPal, so you track your food, so you do eat enough. And it can be a bit tempting to go a bit crazy on that one. Lean forward a little bit more. Good, well done. Give your legs a little shake out for me. Onto your backs now, everybody. All the way down. Get hold of your weights if you want to use them, because we're going to do a little bit of bridge and a little bit of arm work too. Feet tucked in quite close. Shoulders are back and relaxed. Breathe in. Pelvic tilt up a little bit and then down a little bit. Let's go again. Up a little bit and down a bit. So I want you to work through the shape of your spine. It's not the shape it wants to be, but the shape it should be. So work with that tilt, particularly here, this bit here. Push your back down. Everyone's backs are different, but if you have got a tendency to kind of plonk there, I want you to work on rounding. Good, bring those hips down to the floor. Next time we come up, we're going to hold you a bit longer, so bring yourselves up. Now I'm going quite low with my with my bridge. You can go higher if you want to. Pelvic floor up, tummies in. Okay, try a little heel lift. Here we go. So if you've tried intermittent fasting before, and why not post underneath my post, or write a comment about what you thought about it. Because if you found it awful, share that. If you found it useful, share that. If you've got some other thing that you do around the fasting idea that works for you, share it. It's nice to see how everyone else gets on. And again, everyone breathe. Little lift, little drop. Little lift, little drop. Two more. One more. Good work. Okay, let's go round to the spine. Oh, now we've tightened those hamstrings up again, haven't we? So bring one knee into chest. Oh, give it a good pull in. Now transfer your hand to the back of your thigh. Relax the leg and then let it straighten. So your arms are nice and long. Your leg is straight as you can manage. I want you to point, flex, and then circle. So we're going to point, flex, circle. Point, flex, oh, circle. Last time. Point, flex, and circle. And now, before we put this leg down, see if you can bring it towards you. So I'm using the back of my thigh, and I'm pulling my leg in towards me. I've got to be honest, it's really uncomfortable, but it's great again for those hamstrings. Don't lift your bottom off the floor. Keep your bottom there. Can you pull in a bit more? Oh, option, hold behind your calf. Please don't hold here. Knees are not, they don't need any more stress on them. Hold it there. Oh, well done. Other knee, we started with that lovely hug into chest. Inner thigh, outer thigh, hips, groin. Transfer your hand to the back of your thigh. Straighten your leg up. Now, if you've got a big knee bend there, you might need to use a band behind your thigh instead, but I want you to work on getting your legs straight. So we're going to point, flex, circle. And again, point, flex, circle. My ankle hasn't clipped yet, it will in a minute. Flex, circle. One more. Point, flex, circle. And then that extra little bit, pull your leg in. So again, you might be able to work your hands up. Use your band or your scarf or your tie to help increase this stretch. Hold it there for me, everybody. Try and breathe. Exhale. Oh. I'm really feeling that one today. Oh, good. Foot down. Arms out wide. Cross your right leg over your left. Nice and close so your thighs are touching. Both legs gently lower them left till they get to the floor. Once they're there, look towards your right hand and let everything relax. Ooh. I'm expecting my back to pop at any second. On the exhale, soften. And again, breathe in and soften. So we're trying to encourage lots of different stretching. What you might want to try is just move your leg position. So maybe shuffle your legs up or shuffle them down and find where you get an even better stretch. So for me, when I bring my knees up, that gets more into my bottom muscle and my lower back. Good. Now we're going to bring everything back into the middle, unfurl those legs, uncurl them I should say. Bring everything back to the middle, quick knee hug, and then we're going to go the other way. So cross that leg over, over they go together. Don't worry about this shoulder, if it lifts off the floor, don't worry about it. Exhale, look towards your left hand this time, let the legs slightly come apart. This is such a great stretch, but always with a warning, don't do this where someone might jump on you. I remember someone telling me they were doing this and their dog came in and jumped on them. You don't need that when you're in this position. You don't want to suddenly leap up off the floor if the doorbell goes. Move slowly into this position, move slowly out of it. Head and shoulders, relax. Let the legs part a little bit if they need to. Remember we move them up or down, have a try at that. Oh yeah, see that gets much more into here for me, which I need. Hold it there. Good, let your legs come back into the middle. Have a big stretch out everybody. Well done. Oh, well done. That was my ankle cracking. Well done everybody. We are going to go to our much deserved relaxation now. So close your eyes, get yourselves comfortable. If you've got a nice blanket there, chuck that over you. I might put my socks back on, I've got cold feet now. Those of you who are joining us for the next class, it's bite-sized strength and we're focusing on tummies and backs. So that's in about another 10 minutes. But now, relaxation. So close your eyes everybody. Oh, wrong phone. Get yourselves comfortable, breathing. Let me find the one I wanted. There's a nice track here I like. There we go. That's the one I like. So get yourselves nice and comfortable. Settle down. Close your eyes. And I really want you to focus on releasing the tension from your face today. So start with unclenching your jaw. Then let your lips part and your tongue soften. And once the lower part of your face feels more relaxed, see if you can let that same feeling pass up across your cheeks. Think about the frown line between your eyebrows. See if you can let that melt away, and the frown lines across your forehead. I want your face to feel expressionless, really soft, very heavy. Well done, everybody. Just start to bring yourselves back into the room. Have a little wriggle of your fingers in your toes. Have a little stretch, if you can find space under your furniture. And then when you're ready, just gently bring yourselves up to sitting, nice and slowly. Well done, everybody. Well done. I do hope you enjoyed that and you were successful with it all. Any questions? Do message me by all means. I hope you're all doing okay. It's easier when it's brighter and sunnier, isn't it? Any queries, like I say, come back to me. Have a look at the stuff I'm posting on Facebook and feel free to comment or share anything that you're finding useful during February. And I will see some of you in a moment. So we've got another, what's the time? Yeah, we've got 5-10 minutes until we've got the next class. And that's going to be a focus on tummies and a little bit on backs as well. It'll be mat based. So you can just stay where you are if you like. And I'll see you in a minute. See you in a minute, guys. Well done.